when it came to Amazon Prime Day. I hope that helped keep everybody safe. Well, there's a new one that is out there that BBB Scam Tracker is picking up and has gotten numerous reports on. And let's go to Nancy Cahalen from the Better Business Bureau and have her fill us in. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on. Yeah, this is a new one on me. It's about a free piano. So people are seeing ads. They appear to be like a friendly neighbor or somebody that's trying to give away their piano. And if you think that sounds a little too good to be true, you're probably singing the right tune here. You're probably correct. So I have some things here to share about how you can spot this scam and avoid losing money. So the funny thing about it is really caught my eye because a few years ago, I actually did give away a piano. And it was quite an experience trying to do that. But so I suppose there are some legitimate ones out there. But the first thing that should be a clue is if it's a well-known name. They're seeing grand pianos, Steinways, that people are supposedly giving away. And that would be the first clue. It's not some old clunker that your great-grandmother had, piano lessons on. So people are seeing these things in Facebook Marketplace and other social media platforms. And somebody might even send it to you saying, hey, you could probably use this piano. I know the kids are taking lessons or whatever. So when you reach out to the owner, they'll explain to you that they're downsizing, they're due to a move or some other circumstances, they need to get rid of the piano, and they just want to find a good home for it. So the piano's free, but here's where the buts start. You'll need to cover the shipping cost. Well, that makes sense. If you're interested, the owner will put you in touch with the movers who will deliver it to you. So all of this kind of makes sense. But think about it. They could sell a piano.
Right.
That's a beautiful grand piano, So it's really too good to be true. You need to check all these facts. And it's best to actually see the piano, or even do some kind of a FaceTime or whatever, just to prove that there really are people and there's really this piano. But it all starts to unravel when you contact the movers and they ask you to send money via Zelle, PayPal, or some other digital wallet app. They might even ask you to wire the money or pay with prepaid debit cards. Now, we know that's a big red flag right there. So you'll send the money, the piano doesn't arrive. The piano and the movers are both parts of the scam. So we had one report, and the consumer said that he contacted the moving company. The customer service rep actually sent a picture of a piano all packaged up and ready to go. They sent them an invoice for $843 and instructions on how to send the money through PayPal. So they asked them to send them a receipt via email so they could prepare for shipment. And 3 days later, they actually sent a tracking number. So on the morning that the item was supposed to be delivered, they sent an email, and they said an unexpected payment owed on the piano would need to be paid. And it was an additional $1,424. If not, they said the piano would be returned to the warehouse. So this is starting to sound a little bit like the puppy scam.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now you need a special crate, you need insurance, you need all this stuff, and so these are red flags. Just be alert to these things. And again, if it's a priceless Steinway piano, no one's going to be giving that away.
No, and now
you really need to be suspicious.
And now your freebies up to $2,200 with no end in sight. If you keep sending money, they're going to keep coming up with new ways for you to send them money as well. And at what point do you just go, oh my gosh, I have been had? And that's what happens here, right? I mean, and then they thankfully these folks got in touch with Scam Tracker so that now we can be warned about it. All right, what are there some
Yes.
other ways in which we can avoid giveaway scams?
Well, always confirm that the high value item is real, even if the seller claims it's free. So some people think, oh, it's free. What's the downside? How can I possibly be scammed? Well, we saw a scenario here that people are losing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these free items. So Facebook Marketplace does warn that scammers will often use underpriced items to lure buyers into a scam. So not necessarily free, but just underpriced. So the buyer should always try to confirm the existence and ownership of the items. So either through like a video chat or whatever before sending the payment. And that's really good advice. So also avoid deals that involve a third-party shipping. It's best to purchase directly from the seller. And if they're asking you for a payment for escrow services or shipping, this is a common scam tactic. And be very suspicious of anything like that. That's a big red flag. And if you do get scammed, even if you don't lose money, you should report it. If it was on Facebook Marketplace, you should report it to Facebook so that they can take action and you can prevent others from being scammed. And as we've said many, many times, report it to BBB Scam Tracker as well. These scams that are up there now, we thank the individuals that sent them to us so we could share them, and perhaps we'll prevent additional victims on this scam. So it's a unique one. And you'd think, how could there be a victim when it's a free item? And we can see how that can easily happen.
Yeah, and this is a perfect example of reporting this to BBB Scam Tracker because some people did it. Now we're able to get out there. Nancy's able to get out there, warn you, give you some tips because if you I really feel on this one, Nancy, that without a doubt, there could be somebody who said, oh my gosh, I was just looking at that and I was thinking, hey, a free piano and look at this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe my good luck, and is now saying, okay, pump the brakes, hold on a second. Good thing I was listening this morning. So Nancy, as always, thank you for joining us and keeping us safe.
You're very welcome. I really enjoy coming on. Thanks so much for the opportunity.